Welcome to my channel. Value Old Coins. Today videos is one you won't to miss. We're diving into the world of coins, so let's get it started. The 1991 United States Lincoln cent, commonly referred to as the penny, is a small yet historically significant, copper-plated coin that carries over a century of legacy, symbolism, and cultural representation. This coin, struck by the United States Mint, features the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and continues one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. The obverse of the 1991 Lincoln cent displays a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. It was the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regular U.S. coin, replacing the earlier Liberty designs that dominated 19th-century American coinage. Around the edges of the obverse, several inscriptions appear. In G, "We Trust" is inscribed prominently along the upper rim, representing the nation's spiritual and religious heritage. This motto was first added to the penny in 1909. To the left of Lincoln's bust, the word liberty appears, a fundamental American ideal. To the right of Lincoln, the year of minting, 1991, is stamped. Beneath the year, one may find a mint mark, either D, Denver Mint, S, San Francisco Mint, or no mark at all, indicating the Philadelphia Mint. The sharpness of Lincoln's jawline, the details in his hair, the clarity of the inscriptions, and the strength of the strike can all vary depending on the coin's die state, wear, and quality of minting. Reverse side features the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national unity and a tribute to Abraham Lincoln. This design was introduced in 1959, replacing the earlier wheat ears reverse. The reverse includes these across the top arch, United States of America. Just beneath that, the national motto, E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many. One centered at the bottom is the denomination. One cent in the center is the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo with fine columns and intricate steps. Interestingly, with high magnification, a tiny seated figure of Lincoln can be seen inside the memorial, symbolizing his presence. The year 1991 fell within the presidency of George H.W. Bush, a time marked by major geopolitical shifts, including the end of the Cold War and the aftermath of the Gulf War. While not directly impacting coinage, the broader political and economic environment often indirectly affects mint policies and production numbers. In numismatics, the 1991 Lincoln cent reflects the continuation of a well-established coinage tradition. There were no significant design changes that year, but the coin remained a crucial part of daily commerce. By 1991, the Lincoln cent had long transitioned from its original 95% copper composition to a modern, more cost-effective formula. This change occurred in 1982.1991 composition, core, 99.2% zinc plating, 0.8% copper. Overall appearance, the outer copper plating gives the coin a classic reddish-brown hue, though with time it may tarnish or darken. Other specs: diameter 19.05 millimeters, 0.75 inches. Thickness, 1.52, weight, 2.5 grams, edge, plain smooth. Not reeded. This lightweight composition was chosen primarily to reduce production costs as copper prices rose in the late 1970s and early 1980s. The 1991 Lincoln cent was struck at 3 different mints, resulting in varied mintages. 1. Philadelphia Mint, no mint, mark, mintage, 6.1 billion coins. These coins are common and circulated widely. 2. Denver Mint, D-Mint, mark, mintage, approx. 4.2 billion coins, is only found in circulation. No premium unless in pristine condition. 3. San Francisco Mint, S-Mint, mark. These were proof coins only, struck for collectors. Mintage, 2.8 million proof coins, specially struck with polished dies and high-quality planchettes. These coins have a mirror-like finish, while the 1991 penny does not have many major varieties. Collectors still seek certain examples. Double die obverse, DDO, though rare for 1991. Some specimens may show doubling in letters like Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks are also sometimes found among circulation coins. Transitional planchet errors are not recorded for this year, unlike the mid-1982 transition, but always worth checking with magnification. Such errors or die varieties can increase a coin's value dramatically depending on condition, rarity, and demand. Most 1991 Lincoln cents in circulated condition are worth 1 cent due to their extreme commonness. However, uncirculated and proof examples, especially with clean, sharp details, can be valued higher. Circulated condition, face value 1 cent. Brilliant, uncirculated, MS65, around 10 cents. $0 to 5 mint state, MS67 or higher with red luster, can fetch $10. $301991S. Proof PR6970 deep cameo, worth $5, $25. Sometimes more for perfect examples. Coins with striking errors or rare doubling could fetch anywhere from $50 to hundreds of dollars. depending on the severity and clarity of the error. The Lincoln cent is more than a coin, it is a piece of American identity. Abraham Lincoln symbolizes the fight for unity, freedom, and equality. His presence on such a humble denomination reflects the democratic spirit of the U.S., ensuring that all citizens, regardless of wealth, carry a symbol of one of the nation's greatest leaders. Even as digital currency grows, the penny remains deeply embedded in American culture, language a penny for your thoughts and memory. It reminds Americans of thrift, of charity penny drives, and of everyday commerce. The 1991 Lincoln penny is a continuation of over a century of tradition in American coinage. While common and low in monetary value, its cultural, historical, and symbolic weight is undeniable. From its design to its place in daily transactions, it stands as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln's legacy and the United States' enduring ideals. Whether held by collectors or passed hand-to-hand in commerce, the 1991 penny is a small, enduring ambassador of American history, art, and economy. If you have a specific mint mark or coin grade you'd like to explore in more detail, I'd be happy to provide further focused insights. The 1992 Lincoln 1-cent coin represents not just a continuation of a long-standing American coinage series but also a year of subtle significance to collectors and historians alike. While at first glance, the 1992 penny may seem like a typical modern coin, its ties to the U.S. Mint's evolving practices, the discovery of rare transitional errors, and its representation of American ideals all contribute to its place in the tapestry of U.S. numismatics. On the front obverse of the 1992 penny is the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design, introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth, was crafted by Victor David Brenner and marked a historic shift in American coinage by being the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person. The image has remained largely unchanged, a powerful tribute to Lincoln's enduring legacy as the president who preserved the Union and abolished slavery. Encircling Lincoln's profile are key inscriptions that underscore American values. In God, we trust stretches across the upper edge of the coin. First introduced on the cent in 1909 and made mandatory on all U.S. coins in 1955. To the left, the word liberty represents the central democratic principle upon which the nation was founded. To the right, the date 1992 is stamped, denoting the year of minting. Below the year may appear a mint mark, either D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or none, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The obverse design's simplicity is powerful, as Lincoln's face detailed with his beard, deep brow, and thoughtful expression embodies the strength, humility, and wisdom with which he is remembered. Even in modern times, this design remains a visual touchstone of American historical reverence. The reversed back of the 1992 Lincoln cent features the Lincoln Memorial, a neoclassical monument located in Washington, D.C., designed by architect Henry Bacon. The coin design was introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat ears reverse and mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The sculptor behind the design was Frank Gasparro, who later served as chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. At the top of the coin, the United States of America arches over the memorial. Just below this appears E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many, one, expressing the unity of diverse states, forming one nation. Beneath the Lincoln Memorial is the coin's denomination, 1 cent, a plain but essential reminder of the coin's value. The memorial itself is rendered with remarkable detail. With magnification, a tiny seated figure of Lincoln is visible inside the building's open portico, echoing the real statue that resides within the actual Lincoln Memorial. This feature adds a hidden artistic element that often goes unnoticed, but reveals the thoughtfulness behind the coin's design. By 1992, the Lincoln cent had been struck with a copper-plated zinc composition for a full decade. The switch from a predominantly copper alloy to a zinc core with copper plating occurred in 1982. To reduce minting costs, core, 99.2% zinc plating, 0.8% copper, diameter, 19.05 millimeters, 0.75 inches thickness, 1.52 ohm weight, 2.5 grams edge, plain no reading, though still reddish in color when new. Over time, the copper plating may tone to brown, especially with exposure to air, water, or circulation wear. This modern composition also makes the cent more susceptible to corrosion compared to earlier full copper cents, especially if the plating is damaged. The 1992 penny was minted at 3 U.S. mint facilities, each with varying production, figures, and collector interest. 1. Philadelphia Mint, no mint, mark mintage, approximately 4.6 billion. Commonly found in circulation. Many exist in uncirculated rolls and bags. 2. Denver Mint, demintage, approximately 4.4 billion, also widely circulated, easily accessible in everyday change. 3. San Francisco Mint S-proof coins, only mintage, approximately 2.6 million struck for collector sets with special dies and polished blanks, resulting in mirror-like fields and frosted designs, deep cameo effect. These coins were not released into general circulation, while the standard 1992 Lincoln cents from Philadelphia and Denver are extremely common. There is one significant variety that has captured the attention of collectors, the 1992 close AM reverse dot in the typical 1992 penny. The letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced far apart, the normal design. However, a rare transitional variety was discovered where the A and M are very close together, almost touching. This design was supposed to be introduced in 1993, but a few coins were accidentally struck using the 1993 reverse die in 1992. Are two known types: 1992 close AM Philadelphia, 1992D close AM Denver. Both are extremely rare, and when authenticated, they can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Fewer than 30 examples of the 1992 close AM cent are known, and even fewer for the 1992D. Close AM collectors are advised to check 1992 pennies using a magnifier, focusing on the AM in America and looking for other telltale signs, like the distance between the FG initials and the memorial building. Here's a breakdown of approximate values. Circulated normal variety. Face value, 1 cent. Uncirculated MS65, 10 cents $0. 25 Ms 67 red, certified high grade. $10 $25 plus 1992S proof. $1 $5 depending on condition. 1992 close AM, $2,000. $20,000 depending on grade and market interest. 1992D close AM, rarer than the Philly version. Examples have sold for over $20,000 at auction. Any coin suspected of being a close AM variety should be authenticated by a third-party grading service. For example, PCGs or NGC, though a single cent seems insignificant in modern commerce. The Lincoln penny continues to reflect American ideals and continuity. In 1992, the U.S. was undergoing global shifts following the end of the Cold War and was emerging as the world's lone superpower. Domestically, it was a year of presidential transition, with Bill Clinton being elected to office. The penny, circulating in the hands of every citizen regardless of class or background, serves as a daily reminder of Abraham Lincoln's vision of a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Even as inflation diminished its buying power, the symbolism remained potent. The 1992 Lincoln cent is a blend of commonality and rarity. For most, it's a coin found in everyday change. But for the vigilant collector, it holds potential. Treasure hidden among billions of ordinary coins is the rare close AM variety that transforms this humble piece of zinc and copper into a 5-figure rarity. Beyond monetary value, the coin stands as a physical token of American heritage. Its continued minting into the 21st century speaks to its enduring cultural presence. Whether you're a numismatist searching for errors, a historian appreciating Lincoln's legacy, or someone interested in the evolution of U.S. currency, the 1992 penny has a story to tell, one that combines artistry, production history, national identity, and the thrill of discovery.